So everyone, this third shift millionaire Sam just playing some nice tunes in my Guitar Hero 2 and 3. Alright, seriously, this is another sold video by me. Alright, so let me be serious, Alright, so I sold, by the grace of God, these two Guitar Heroes guitars. Now these are PlayStation 2 guitars. They have the cord and stuff like that. And it's bundled with, of course, Guitar Hero 2 and 3. Now, you know, I'm going to share a story with you as to, I share my story. So basically, I had these two listed for about 6 months or so, and nobody purchased them. So I took the listing down because in my thrifting or going to garage sales, estate sales, I came across these two guitars from Guitar Hero. So after I took the listing down, I relisted it as a new listing, and I put the two games with it. So I bundled everything up. Now, I'm messing up here. Anyways, now the thing is, with video games, the way I buy video games, and I'm sure many other resellers buy video games, is they usually just buy them because they know that they're gonna sell regardless. But for me, sometimes when I buy video games, I just buy them because I know later on I could bundle them up either with a system or just lock them up with a bunch of games. Like I purchased 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, a bunch of Xbox 360 games where I'm just holding on to them until the right time for them to list them and sell them. So when you buy video games, I would suggest you should just buy them because they're gonna sell. If you do the research, of course. But you could, like I did with these, you could hold on to them until you put an accessory together or a bundle together, and then you could sell them for more money. So this is what happened to this bundle that I came across. Now, it went for, I believe, $40. I'm gonna put the thing. I keep forgetting what the actual thing sold for, but I'll put it on the side. You know how I do. So these were purchased a few years ago. These games, they were $1 each. So this is $2 going. Out of pocket. Each guitars was from a tag sale. I bought. I went to, I believe, 2 Saturdays ago. So they were $2 each. So you figure 2, 4, 5, 6. So $6 investment turned into $50. I'm gonna put the right price. Don't quote me on that. When you see the little item on the screen, you'll see what I sold it for. So the whole point of this is just to buy video games, and you could always bundle them up later on when you have other accessories with them, because you have to think about it. When you go into tag sale or thrift stores, there's always going to be different games you could lock together, like I just mentioned before. So keep a lookout for video games. That's like common sense. But if you're new to this, you've never sold anything before, you could always look for video games. And yes, PlayStation 2 games still sell, and the discs are in very good condition. I had my PlayStation 2, but I got rid of it a long time ago. But I know I'll come across another one, because like I've just mentioned, people always want to sell their old stuff. So when I have another one, I'll just hold on to it. And that's another thing. Hold on to some video game system because you need to test these out. I didn't test these out. I just sold them as is. Another item I sold is this VCR, because everybody was getting into VCRs. I'm like, let me jump in the game too, you know? So there's a story behind this too. I wasn't too proud of this purchase. I bought, the thing is, that Saturday, I went to my Honey Hole thrift store and I bought a bunch of VCRs for like $3 to $4, right? That's good money. They're going online for $36 to $50. But this one, I went to an estate sale later on the same day, and I bought a bunch of stuff with it. I locked everything up, and the guy at the estate sale gave me a price on it, a quote, and he said $20 for everything. It was this, a crystal, and some other things like soap and stuff like that. I purchased and just bunched everything up, and hoping he would give me a good price. Now, when I purchased this with everything else, I felt like I should have walked away. I remember so many resellers saying, when you're negotiating, if the price doesn't sit well with you, walk away. Just leave everything and walk away. Whoops. But you know what? I didn't walk away. He said he said 20, and I wanted everything for 15. 15 was like a good price. I know I could make good money on it. But then I'm like, dude, Sam, just buy it. I didn't want to buy it, but I kind of went against my gut, and I regretted it. Even though I know I already made the money back. I sold this for $36 plus shipping. Um, so it works. It's a beautiful VCR. So this works, but the thing is, I should have walked away from it. I know there's still money coming in, but I should have gone with my gut instinct. Because I think the reason why, let me say this. Let me re-say it another way. If I had walked away, I believe he would have come down to my price. Because this is what happened. After I gave him my price, as I was walking away, some other guy did the same thing. He bundled everything up, and the estate guy said this amount of money. The other guy was like, no, I'm not paying that, and like, give me for like $5, $5 or $6 less, and they were arguing, well, debating. Not arguing. It was going back and forth, and as I was walking away, the guy said, I don't want it. And you know what the estate guy went? He went low. He went for the price the other guy went for because he walked away, and that's what I should have done. I should have walked away and leave everything um, on the sales floor, so to speak. I'm sure he would say, you know what, man, you could take it for 15. Because the thing about estate sale, people just want to get rid of the stuff. Whenever the estate sale company is there, they just want to get rid of it. The less they have to pack, the more it's better for them. And I've known that, but I let that go because I know I could make money on the VCR. And that's a lesson I learned. Don't get so caught up on the item because you could flip it. You gotta, you know, it's a lesson I learned. I could have gotten everything for 15, and it would have been. I would have felt better. I would have felt better. It was more for peace of mind, but I didn't walk away from it. I ended up buying it. Apparently, I did buy it, and it sold. I bought this like today's Tuesday. I bought this Saturday, and the funny thing is, this sold within an hour after listing it. 1 hour after listing it sold. Um, so that was God saying, "Calm down, bro. I got you." So, and another thing about this, I had to test the VCR because I have old cassette on my store. I have old cassettes. Um, what I suggest, if you're selling VCRs, have a few cassettes that you could play in. Have the RCA cable. Have a television that accepts that. I know we're going to high def and everything like that, but have a monitor that you could test these things on because it's very important. So out of all the VCRs I tested, all of them work. But in the beginning, one of the tapes I have right here, when I was testing everything, one of the tapes wasn't working, and I thought it was the VCR. I really thought it was a VCR. It wasn't working because it was going slow and slow. And I'm like, I put it in I put it in another VCR, and it was doing the same thing. I'm like, maybe it's just the tape. And I went and I grabbed another tape and I put the other tape in, and it was running so smooth. The picture was clear, the sound's clear, and I'm like, oh my God, I almost thought this not this particular one, but the other two I tested, I thought they were no good VCR. I thought I wasted my money on them, or investment. So have a few tapes, cassettes that you're gonna test because sometimes the tape are so old. You know the old VCR, VHS tapes. There could be a problem with them, like what happened with one of mine. But I have another working one, and it works smoothly. So I tested the fast forward, the rewind, eject button, and all that stuff. Make sure that it was quality that I'm sending out to my customers. So if you're selling, or if you want, or when you get into VCRs, do a test. Get some VHS from Goodwill or from your thrift store, and just buy them just to test them. Because if you're gonna buy something like that, you could just test it. You could also list it untested, but you're gonna cut your margins a little bit low. Because I tested this, I know I could get top dollar for it because I know it works. It gives me that peace of mind. It gives my customer peace of mind that they're buying a functional working item instead of buying something that's may work, quote unquote. Unless you put it on the thing broken, untested, or whatever it is, people still buy it. So I guess that's all I had to share with you today. So these are two items that I sold. This sold within an hour of listing. This sold within a week of relisting, a new listing. Remember to Bundle video games. Don't be afraid to buy video games like old PlayStation 2 video games and stuff like that. I mean, if the price is right, I'm not telling you to just go out and buy PlayStation 2 or old video games. It's just you gotta use wisdom. I mean, you gotta use wisdom. You have your phone and all that information is on your hand. You could just check to see if you're gonna make money on it before you buy. Remember, you always make your money when you buy, not when you sell. So again, this is third shift. I'm going to pack these up to my customers right now. And another thing, just want to say this: when you buy certain items, please make sure you have boxes that you can ship them into. And if you don't, I made another video when I sold the packs. Don't be afraid to make boxes. It's fine. Like when I went to the post office to drop it off, the guy was the USPS clerk was like, "That's a neat looking box." I'm like, "Yeah, I made it myself, bro." But it was cool. So just enjoy this whole thing. I mean, have fun with it. It's not just about the money. It's about the whole journey. All right, so I guess that's all I got to share with you today. It was a good sale. I really enjoyed it, and there's always a lesson. That's what I like about doing this whole thing. There's always a lesson to learn. I know next time walk away from it, because if you believe, I had like 3 VCRs in my trunk already that I purchased for way less than that. But the thing is, I made my money back on this one. Actually, I doubled my money on this VCR, and the other things I purchased in that lot from the estate sale, all that's gonna be profit. So it was worth it, but I know I could have gotten more. I mean, I know I could have paid less. That's what I'm saying. So be willing to walk away, because like I said, after I walked away from it, I mean, after I was walking away with the VCR and everything else I purchased, he came down on the price while he mentioned to the other guy. So these guys at estate sale, they're very flexible because they just want to get rid of the stuff anyways. Some items they won't budge on because they do the research themselves, but some other items they're like, you know what? Yeah, let's just get rid of this. It's like $5 is better than no dollar at all. You know, that's the mindset sometimes at the estate sale. And sometimes they know that so many people are gonna come in anyways, um, and buy it regardless. So they may not go down on the price because they know there's somebody else who's gonna purchase it at the price they state. So, but always don't be afraid to don't be afraid to negotiate with them. Just don't take the price as face value, because I've done that plenty of time where I negotiate and they agree with my price. And like I said, sometimes they just want to get rid of the stuff. They got to clean the house. I mean, they have to clean the house. They have to get rid of the stuff. Sometimes there's a deadline where they have to get as much out of the estate or the home as soon as possible. So you, as a reseller, going there, you're actually helping them out and you're making a profit. It's a win-win-win situation. All right, this is it. Just enjoy your journey.